Consistency over intensity.
We are living really hectic times. Don't be scared to raise your standards. From chairman to a tourist and to a little kid, there is just small difference. Don't get yourself too serious. Find happiness in small things, but stay ambitious, high goals.
I am Nino Popovic, an entrepreneur and investor on a mission to build my first billion by scaling businesses in FMCG, pharma and real estate.
And we are arriving to airport here in Belgrade, Nikola Tesla. And we are going to Czech Republic now to support my CEO Milenko. His way to make even bigger this business, FMCG. So let's go.
Good morning, guys. We are ready to start our day here in Prague in Czech Republic. And we are ready to start with our meetings. Our day is packed and we will have meetings up until 10 p.m.
When the weather is nice, everything is easier.
Sometimes in life, just when it's difficult, you need to show up. When everything is running smooth, everything is easy, everyone is around. But when it's difficult, it's important to show up and to be there. Consistency over intensity. We are now moving forward with meetings. This is going really well, and let's see for more.
I really want to document my journey. I always commit to myself and I promise to myself what I will do. But now I also committed to you that I will build something big. So if I can work on my goals and motivate you, I'm not sure that it can be better than that. I just remembered some of you asked in comments how you can take care of more businesses and how you not lose focus. It's always challenging with focus, but if you're having more than one business, you need to separate the roles of director and of person who is reporting. I just believe that director should not report on his own. So just have a good director and have separate people doing controlling and reporting. And I believe live reporting is the best. There are no nice presentations, nice pitch decks, how we are working, what are we doing. No, just live reporting, real numbers plus narrative. And I think like that you can have a good picture of what is really happening in your company and how your business is doing. Just short break between meetings, and of course it's not break, it's again working break. We are living really hectic times and we have to multitask, like focusing on multiple businesses and trying to run them the best possible way we can. And of course we have to get some good coffee. We just finished our meeting and now I'm going again with my team to have a quick lunch and just to try to answer all the open topics that we have, because usually we don't have enough time to sit together and to think about how we can improve our business. But these occasions when we are traveling together, they're very good. So now we will go and just discuss more things in our business. We are just discussing that the engine of each company are sales. Don't lose focus from your sales. In my experience, the sales have to be engine. Marketing has to follow. They should breathe together. There is a thought that is constant in my head. Comparison is a devil's game. And to all my fellow subscribers and people that are following me, I'm usually in your shoes following some other YouTube channels, and I enjoy consuming YouTube, and probably that's why I had the idea to start YouTube. Never compare yourself with anyone. You should be authentic. The success can come even if you start from zero. And I believe, by the way, that it's much easier to start from zero than if you are second or third generation. Set the goal right, put the hard work, dedication, focus, and do it. very important every year to try to raise your standards. People get in a comfort zone very easy, but when you raise your own standards, when you raise your expectations from business, from life, some people just go out. And don't be scared to raise your standards because it can do miracles. Now it's 7:52. I hope that I just finished the last call for today. Now I'm going to see some very good friends of mine here that are living here in Prague. We decided to fly tomorrow to Barcelona for one just short weekend escape to catch some sun and catch some fresh energy. Guys, that's it for tonight. See you tomorrow. As I said even earlier, there is nothing better than waking up early and catching that morning sun and just breathing for 5 minutes. 4 seconds inhale, 6 seconds exhale through the nose, and that's it. Prepare yourself for the working day and prepare yourself for everything that is coming. So many of you asked, do I have Instagram and why you cannot find me anywhere else? When I started business, I said I don't want to have any distractions. So I had this tunnel vision that I want to become successful and I want to give myself 10 years. Even the slight distractions, when you watch somebody and you start comparing, they're not good. You should focus on your goals, on your life. So at the moment I just have LinkedIn and YouTube. And of course, we were discussing internally, shall I have Instagram now? Shall we open the account? But to be honest, we decided no, because I want to answer all the messages and questions that you are sending to me. I think Instagram would just be too much and it would take us into the lifestyle sector, which for me was not the point when I started my YouTube. I believe the Instagram sometimes can mislead you guys and all of us when we watch people just putting the highlights out there. But life is not just the highlights. You know, you are never at top. You always go up and down, but sometimes you just need to go even one step back to jump further. We have a few more minutes, so we will answer one more question. It's brother, when did you start your first business and how old were you? I started working when I was 10. My family had 2 stores, so I was taking care of the warehouse. So that's the moment where I started learning about invoices. And then in high school also I was trading cars. I was doing import of the cars. I didn't even have the license to drive the car. And then in university I've done many different projects, but thanks God none of them really became a big thing. When I graduated, I started working as a doctor just for 1 month, and after that I established my company, and from that moment everything went up pretty fast. We just landed in Barcelona, going to meet our friend and brother Igor. And going to check in hotel. Nice lunch, nice dinner, some sports, and planning for the next week. Let's go. We arrived, the weather is nice, it's weekend. Of course, everything is great. Going now just to walk a little bit around and to explore. Tonight have a dinner and that's it. Just nice and easy.
It's all true what he said.
How to get a taxi in Barcelona? The question is now. Hello, familia. My tourist guide is not the best one, but
We don't have the better one.
yesterday I spoke about raising your standards. Today is lowering your standards when it comes to tourist guide. From chairman to a tourist and to a little kid, there is just small difference, because sometimes during working week we are too serious. Also, it's very important to have fun. Don't get yourself too serious. Keep that smile, keep that pureness. I rarely come to Barcelona, and whenever I'm coming to Spain, it's usually Madrid, but this time I said, let's go back to Barcelona. Maybe I missed something, because I didn't feel it. And now I realize, really, I prefer much more Madrid. Still, we are having amazing fun, we are enjoying, life is good friends around us. I don't ask for more. This city has so much contrast, you know, like you have people that are really struggling to survive, you know, and to feed their families. And then we came here to the port and I said, you know, this has to be 300 million. And we were just, you know, checking and it is really like 300 million. That's just other level. Best thing in life is really to be grateful and to be satisfied with what you have at the moment, whatever it is. Even if you're having problems, be grateful for that. Take them as lessons. What is the best way to connect with people? Definitely is vlogging in a way. You know, we're just stopped here and listening to the guy that is our colleague entrepreneur playing the saxophone and enjoying the sun that God gave us, and we sometimes take it for granted. Find happiness in small things, you know, but stay ambitious, you know, high goals, and just go day by day. Let's go, guys, let's go to the beach. Let's catch some more sun. I love to explore cities on bicycle because I'm very impatient, and like this I can go all around quite quickly and just, you know, like go back to my old places, the routines, the restaurants where I like to go.
We go for the local drink, and that's of course cava in Spain. It's same like champagne. The producing of the drink is the same process, but at the end you have to name it cava, you know, because not from the champagne region.
Guys, just some lessons for free, and that's what is going on here. Good morning from Barcelona. We're going to get a good coffee. And then we'll go for a run. Not too long. Let's see, we don't have plan yet. It's just so nice to get to know city like this. Running, riding bicycle. It's very important to stay active. After many sports activities, we did running, we ride bicycle, quick shower, and now we are going finally to have a lunch. We need to get bicycles again because this is the fastest way to move around. We are enjoying so much. All the senses are enjoying, you know. At the end of the day, everything goes back to the food and family and friends. First, when you make money, you just buy everything that you want, and after that it goes back to food. And of course, social circle.
Bon appetit.
Cheers, guys.
Where are you from?
Serbia. Good morning, guys. It's Sunday morning in Barcelona. We decided last night to take a recovery night, so we just pushed throughout the day. Maximum sports, food, friends and everything. And for the night we decided, even though we had a booking, to just stay in and sleep, because it really matters like how you recover during weekend. We will do one session, and after that one lunch, and fly back home. We did a nice weekend, we managed to enjoy, we managed to relax and sleep, and we are going to eat a little bit more of this delicious Spanish food, and that's it. Going back to work. I have mixed feelings about Barcelona. From one perspective, the city is nice. It has a seaside, and you know, you can really walk around and enjoy. But the things that I don't like, definitely safety. You know, as you see, we are barehanded.
Be careful with your phone, yeah?
That's what I was talking about. Be careful about your phone. For us people that are coming from Eastern European countries, you know, before we thought that our countries are unsafe because it was presented like that. But somehow we are realizing that is not the case, because in Serbia, Romania, Czech Republic, Slovakia, wherever you go, Poland, you go and you are super safe. And then you come here and you have to take care of your phone, you know, not to put it on the table. Unplanned trip to Barcelona came to an end. We are all leaving. I'm happy we had time to meet my brother Igor here in Barcelona to just catch up for 2 days trip. And we are so ready to go back home to our families and to our headquarter offices, so we can work and provide and create this week. So let's go, the driver is here. Let's not be late for the plane.